What's up guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. My name is Dominique, and in today's video I thought we would take a break from the advice videos that we usually do, and I thought we would do a Vinted haul today. Now girl, I know cost of living is going up, but you still want to shop. This is where places like Vinted really come in handy. This video is not sponsored, I wish, but in today's video I'm just going to do a Vinted haul for you guys. I have so much stuff here and things that I wear, and when I tell people like, oh yeah, like, they're like, oh I like your so and so, and I'm like, oh yeah, like I got it on Vinted. They'll be like, oh, for this much. They'll be like, oh what, you got that on Vinted? Like I didn't even know you could get that on Vinted. I have a big collection of things to show you. I'm also going to do a try on haul, which is probably going to take me forever, but I'll do it for you guys, and I'm just going to walk you through everything that I've got on Vinted. I don't think it's everything that I've purchased. I know there's probably some things around my room that, you know, are from Vinted that I've just forgotten that I got from Vinted, but let's get right into the video. I'm going to try and keep it short and sweet because I have a lot of things here, and I'm also going to be telling you guys the prices that I paid for them as well. So really quickly before we get into it, if you don't know what Vinted is, it's almost like a thrift store online. So you can buy things and sell things. It's almost like eBay or Depop. If you know those, then it's very similar. You can sell things, and the good thing about Vinted is, say someone puts something up for like £20, you can offer them like £15. Like, will you sell this for £15? Will you sell this for £12? And sometimes they will accept, so you can get it for even cheaper than you see it. You do have to pay shipping for each thing that you buy, so that does cost a couple pounds more, but sometimes when you've bargained it down a little bit, then you can add the shipping and it kind of evens it out, if that makes sense. But without further ado, let's get on with the video. The first thing that I wanted to show you, I'm actually wearing a few of the pieces now. So the first thing that I'm wearing is this cropped, I'll stand up a little bit, this cropped cardigan. I got this on Vinted. It's just a white like knit, really fine. I'm wearing it over this dress that's not from Vinted, but you know, I feel like it's really good. I've been wearing this so much. I think I even wore this in my Romanticize Your Summer video. I think I'm wearing it in that, I'm not sure. I know I've worn it in a different kind of video, but anyway, the price of this was £10, so I paid £10 for this, and I think it's really cute. It goes on everything. I like to wear it like off the shoulder, you know, slouchy and all of that, so let's keep it moving. The second thing I got from Vinted is this necklace. It has a D on it, and it's really good quality. Like I thought I was gonna get it and it was gonna be like, you know, like interesting but I got it. It's just this little D necklace, if you can see it here, and I've had compliments on it already, and I think it was really cute. Next thing I got from Vinted, I'll just get all the jewelry out the way first. I think the next thing I got from Vinted is this bracelet, not this one but this one, and it just has these little hearts on it, and I've worn it in the shower and everything. It's really good quality, and it's, you know, a non-tarnish Cuban link bracelet, and I don't remember how much this was because I didn't write it down, but I will put the price here. So that's how much I paid for that. The next thing I got was this ring. I thought it was so different. I've wanted one of these rings for ages. It's a ring, but it's also a watch, so you can see. Can you see that? Yeah, and the watch does work. I think it's so different. It's such like a conversation starter, like you're wearing a watch but it's a ring. I've wanted one of these for ages. The first one I ever saw was about £250, and I was like, no, I'm not paying that much for a ring. And this one, guys, I got for £3.50. £3.50, and it's adjustable, so you can wear it on any finger, and I love the green, and I just love it. The next thing I got on Vinted, I was actually looking for these for ages. You would not think that trying to find simple, flesh colored, not pinky colored, but like more of a tan colored court heel, you would not think that would be hard to find, but everything has something on it these days, like sparkles or something. So when I found these on Vinted, barely worn, I was so happy. They're just like a simple, you know, like pair of, you know, what do you call these, heels. It's not too high on the heel because I am already 5'10". I don't need to be towering over everyone, but you know, every girl, I already had black and I needed nude. And these are really comfortable. I've worn them out once and they're really, really comfy. And I got those for $8.95. The next pair of shoes that I got on Vinted are these, which shock you. I have worn these to death since I got them. I've wanted these for ages. They are the Cacao Dunks, I think. I have worn them, so they were in better condition when I got them, but they're the brown ones. I think they're so cute for summer and autumn, and when I wear these and I get complimented on them, and I'm not a gatekeeper, so I tell people all the time where I get my stuff, and I say that I got these on Vinted, and these usually run for about, for my size, I'm a UK 8, so for my size these usually run from about £100 to £120, and I got these on Vinted for £40, so that's like a 60% savings. They were never worn. Yeah, of course I've worn them out a little bit now, but I got these for 60% less than I would have paid retail price, and they were never worn. Someone just bought them and never wore them, so they're mine now. The next thing that I got, I actually went shopping with my friend in Urban Outfitters, and I have started to love Urban ever since, you know, wearing their joggers, and then I went and I just love the fit of their clothes. I think their clothes are such staples, but also have this unique twist about them. Like, I don't know, I just love the style of Urban Outfitters, but we all know Urban be expensive sometimes. So when I was with my friend, I saw this bag and it was about £39, and I was already buying some other things, and I was like, okay, but I couldn't get this bag out of my head. So I went on Vinted, as you do, and I typed in Urban Outfitters like nude brown crossbody, and I ended up finding it brand new. When I got it, it was brand new. It had like the tissue paper still on it and everything, and this bag was about £40 retail, I think, like £39, something like this, and I ended up getting it completely brand new with all the tissue paper for £23. The next thing I got, and I wore this all winter, I kid you not. Again, another basic that was just really hard to find, and it was an oversized cable knit jumper. Again, I've worn this since. I got it oversized, and it's just really hard to find things because everything had like frills on it, or things had like a big star in the middle, and I'm quite like simple with my outfits. I like to have the basics, and I found this and I was like, yep, perfect. And by the way, with these stuff, guys, you can just wash them before you like put them in your wardrobe, before you wear them, and they're fine. Like, I personally don't have a problem with it, but I just washed it and I wore this all winter. Like, I still wear this on cold days. And guys, guess how much I paid for this? £2.50. I paid £2.50 for a jumper. That's unheard of. Like, I don't think a jumper has been £2.50 since like the 70s. Like, where else are you gonna find a jumper that's knitted? It's warm, it's really warm. I love the fit of it, that you'll probably see here, for £2.50. Bargain. Yes, thank you, I'll have it. The next thing, and please don't judge it because I wore this to death in uni, so I've danced in it and like washed it, is this cropped hoodie right here. I found that when I was wearing like anything high-waisted, I kind of like to wear stuff that is cropped, and I didn't have a cropped hoodie at all. And in my college we have to, not college, in my uni we have to wear things that's all black, so I got this pretty little thing hoodie, and it's actually really flattering on. Like, you'll see it here, like it just like cuts right at my waist, exactly where I wanted it to. And I paid £3.50 for this, which on Pretty Little Thing, I'm sure you'll get this for about £12, I'm guessing, something around there, I don't know. But I got this for £3.50 and I'm super happy with it. I've worn it again to death, so that's another amazing purchase. I think that's another like 60% off that I would have spent. The next thing that I lived in last winter is this off-the-shoulder like sweater, I guess you call it. You'll see it here. I lived in this. I actually wore this on my birthday. I've worn it to death. It's so flattering on. I love the way it looks again, and I can't remember how much I paid for this, but I will put it on the screen here. But I do know it was a bargain. Like, where else are you gonna find these prices? So it's just this off the shoulder knit jumper. I lived in it, so worth it, absolutely. Moving on. The next things that I got are some trousers, and please don't judge them, they really need to be ironed. But I really can't be bothered to iron all this stuff, guys. Like, does anyone else just hate ironing? I hate ironing so much. But I got these New Look cream tall cargo pants. They have like the little pockets on the side. Again, they're really crushed. Even in the try on hold, I'll probably be crushed because I'm not ironing it. But yeah, I got these and I was super happy with them. Actually, I paired it with that off the shoulder thing just to like brighten and lighten the look in winter. And I paid £8 for these, which in New Look I'm pretty sure they would have been around 20, so it's like at least 50% savings, you know. These next ones are not for everyone's taste, but I just wanted a pair of jeans that was different, so I got these. They're kind of like bandana patchwork kind of jeans. They go all the way down. Again, they're crushed. I'm not ironing things, no. But I actually wore these out with the girls, just with like a black top and like some, you know, basic thing, but I just let this piece be like the standout. And I actually got so many compliments throughout the night of people asking me where I got my jeans, and unfortunately they don't have a label, so that leads me to believe that they probably weren't very expensive to begin with. But no worries, because I got them for £4 and they fit perfectly. They fit me around my waist, which, girls, if you know, like if you have wider hips and a smaller waist, like it's so hard to find things that fit you properly. But I just took a chance on these. I thought they were so different, and yeah, I got them for £4. The next thing that I got, again, I had seen this in Zara and I was just obsessed with it. Not obsessed, it's very simple, but I just needed something like this. As I said, I wear things mostly high-waisted. I haven't really jumped onto that like trend of low-waisted stuff yet. I'm a millennial, guys, so like I don't think I mean I grew up with low-waisted, but anyway, basically I wear things high-waisted all the time, and I saw this jacket in Zara. I think it was about £45 or £49 at the time. But I found it on Vinted for £25, and it's just this black, and it was never used, guys, like never worn, never used, ever. It still had the tag in it when I got it. I also got the brown version that you can see hanging up over there. I got that also brand new, but I got that from Depop. So if you want me to do a Depop haul, then let me know. I think I bargained this one down as well. I think most of this stuff was more expensive than I offered a price and they accepted. Anyway, but I got this for £25. It was a staple in winter. I had another one, but it was like long lined and it just kind of cut me off at the widest part of me, and I didn't really like that. This is also so warm, guys. Like, it's so warm. It's Zara. I love Zara coats. Like, they're just such nice quality. So I got this for £25 and it was the love of my life through winter. So yeah, so that was that. The next thing that I got was a more recent purchase, and it is a vintage oversized leather jacket. These are so in fashion right now, and I loved that it had the brown, because I don't know about you guys, I find it really hard sometimes to wear black and brown in an outfit. So if something has both in it, I feel like I can either wear it with brown outfits or light colored outfits, or I can wear it with black outfits. Is it just me? I don't know. But I'm obsessed. I love the label. You can kind of see the label is like this vintage, like, I don't know, like it's so nice. The only problem with this is I wanted to wash it and you can't. I looked up on Google how do you wash a leather vintage jacket, and it said like you can't. You need to buy like a special cleaner or something. So I have worn it. It doesn't smell or anything like that, but I do want to wash it. But I've been wearing this so often, like so often, like I can't even tell you. So yeah, this is the vintage leather jacket. Oh, I didn't tell you the price. I got this jacket for £30. Now if you try and find a vintage leather jacket, you know that they can run up like hundreds. You could pay like hundreds of pounds. Even in like a charity shop, they're marking these up to like £80. So the fact that I got this £30 is amazing. This next item I've also been living in, and it is this off-the-shoulder, like oversized grey top. I'm obsessed with off-the-shoulder things these days. Like, I honestly don't know why, but apparently it's a trend. I didn't even know it was a trend, but I randomly, maybe it was in my subconscious, you know. But this is an oversized, like grey sweater or whatever you want to call it, like sweatshirt. It's oversized, it fits me perfectly, and I was obsessed with it, and I've been wearing it like as much as I can, like so much. And I got this for £15, which like, it's not my best price find, but I offered 12 and the girl said no, and I really wanted it, so I was like, whatever, I'll just pay the extra £3, and I got it. Moving on, I found these jeans. They're just blue, tall jeans. Very important for me that all my jeans are tall because we don't want to ankle swing around here. But I was basically, this comes with a story. I was basically on the train and I was wearing blue jeans, but they had like the rip like in the knee, and the rip had gotten so big that it was like from the top of my thigh to the, from the bottom of my thigh to the top of my shin. And I was on the train and I was all of a sudden like, oh, I didn't realize that these jeans are like ripped. Like, they're not like distressed, they are ripped. And I was like, Dominique, maybe you need to like buy some jeans that aren't ripped. So I bought these Pretty Little Thing jeans, and I also bought these jeans, again, brand new with tag on, tall, and they have this like little detail here. I think these are a bit of a baggier fit. I haven't worn these yet, but these were also £8. I couldn't decide which ones I liked more, and they were £8. So 2 pair of jeans for £16. I will take it. So I decided to go and buy myself some jeans, basically, that, you know, didn't have rips in them. No one asked for that story, but I felt like you should know anyway. The next thing I got from Vinted is this jumper. Now, on the profile, I guess, it said that it was black, but I'm telling you, this is definitely navy. Like, on camera I feel like it's coming up black, maybe, I don't know, but on the picture it said it looked black. On the, you know, the person saying what it said, it black crew neck. So I bought it because I really liked the flower detail and I really liked the little rose on the arm, and I was like, okay, cool. And also, this is apparently a 14, but it kind of fits like a 12. So sometimes, you know, you can send it back, but I don't hate it enough to send it back. I don't hate it at all, actually. I wore this for work yesterday. But it is a black, more like navy, you know, crew neck, just supposed to be oversized. It wasn't as oversized as I wanted it, but that's okay. And it was only £4. So, I mean, what can you do? The last item that I have for you, I actually DIY'd. So I got another black crew neck with the intention of cutting it off the shoulder. I already told you guys that I'm obsessed with like things that are off the shoulder these days. So I saw this and I was like in love with it, and I was like, that's like the perfect font for it to be kind of this off the shoulder varsity vibe. So I just cut the neckline out, and I got this for £12. I think it was £15 and I offered 12 and she gave it to me for 12, and I just cut the neckline out and like pulled it, and then, you know, now I wear it off the shoulder, and I love the fit of this one, and this is black. So yeah. So that is all I have for you guys today. I think Vinted is an amazing website. Places like Vinted, Depop, thrift shops and all of that. Not only does that contribute to, you know, reducing the amount of waste that happens with fast fashion, but it also enables you to shop and save money. Most of this, if I had shopped for all of this, this probably would have cost like hundreds and hundreds, especially considering like the shoes and everything else and the vintage jacket and all of that. Probably would have cost like triple the amount that I spent on it, but instead I chose to shop smart and put other, you know, the money that I would have spent in savings or something else that's more useful. So please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you same day, same time next week. Bye guys. Mwah.